you must be talking about that linchpin life. So it is now time for Story Time with Antonio. Now, this new segment right here is kind of like that space of stories that have happened between my life from radio all the way up until now, things I might not have shared with people, okay? I'm in the mood. I want to share some of these because I really want you to get to know me. All right, so I want to talk about this. You know, someone asked me the other day, they were like, you always wanted to be a businessman? You seem to have always been a business guy. I'm like, I don't know, have I? My first job was at Burger King. That's officially where I got a check from a corporation, okay? Burger King. I used to call myself BK the DJ. But my real first job, I was about 12 years old. I used to walk to school. We walked, it seemed like a long way. I mean, it really did. It probably took us about an hour to get to school, but my mom didn't have a whole lot of money, so it is what it is. So I walked to school and I used to walk past this gas station. And one day I said to myself, man, I'm gonna see if this guy needs some help. So I said I wanted to work for the guy. So I walk into the gas station and I say, hey sir, how you doing? He said, I'm doing fine. And I go, I wanna work for you. And the guy says, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 12. And he's like, nah, I can't have you work for me at 12 years old. But for some reason, he wanted me to work. So guess what he did? He went ahead and hired me and he paid me $2 a day. So every day after school, I would have to stop by there, sweep the parking lot and stock the coolers. Okay, you know, the drinks thing back there. So you go back behind those Cokes and everything, there's a big old space back there where you working from the back. Ain't nothing but just drinks everywhere. So I was back there, right? And here's where I figured out I was a business person, believe it or not. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. You better not ever do this in your life. So he was paying me $2 a day, right? I didn't have any money, so that seemed like a lot of money. But the work I was doing, I was like, $2? I'm sweeping the parking lot. I'm cleaning the windows. I'm stocking the beer and the Cokes and the Sprites. This is worth more than $2. I'm literally up there 5 days a week, $10 a week, and I felt like I had a full-time job. So guess what I did? The businessman in me. Shame, shame, shame. So when it was time to stock the beer and take out the trash, I'd take 6 packs of beer, put them under the trash. I feel so bad. And I take it out in the trash and I hide the beer in the trash. And I had a friend of mine, his name was Mark. Mark had just bought a car. He cut grass for $10 a yard and saved up enough money to get him a car. I think he paid $1,000 for this car. It was a really nice Buick. It was sweet, you know, back in the day, probably with like a 1982 Buick or something. But anyway, it was sweet. He had it set up. Mark was cool little dude. And Mark had his hair all long. And Mark drove up there one day. He said, hey man, you work here? He's like, yeah. He said, I tell you what, man, whatever you need. And I thought about Mark that day. So I let Mark know. I said, Mark, I'm gonna take the beer out, hide it in the garbage can. You come by and get it. And then you sell the beer to whoever you know. Because Mark hung around drinkers. I know he did, because he was that kind of guy. Mark was probably 17. I was 12. So I told Mark, I'm gonna give you the beers and you split it with me down the middle, whatever you sell it for. I didn't care what he sold it for. And I remember, boy, that time, Mark got that beer. He brought that money to me and he handed me that like $40. I said, what? That invented a businessman right there. I said, now this is real money. At the time, I didn't understand. I was really doing the wrong thing. But I justified this. I was like, he had no business hiring a 12-year-old for $2 a day. So I figured we were swapping out. So here's the best part of the story though. Anytime you get good at making money, you start getting greedy, don't you? And your slip starts to show. So I think he caught on. He probably realized, man, a bunch of my beer missing. I probably didn't understand that he probably counts inventory. You know, I'm a kid. I didn't know. So he probably counted inventory one day and decided something is wrong. Something is missing. What's happening here? And so when I went up there one day to go get the beer out the garbage can with Mark in the car, when things were closed, he was out there. He was waiting on me. He said, Antonio, you are stealing my beer. This is what you're doing? And he said, "You ever come back? You ever?" I thought I was gonna go to jail, but I realized now he wasn't gonna report a 12-year-old working for him, not to anybody, okay? So I got away with that. But I wanna say thank you, God, for not letting me go to jail for stealing beer for a good amount of time. But that is how I've learned about business.